Psalm 63 through 65. A psalm of David when he was in the wilderness of Judah. God, you are my God. I eagerly seek you. I thirst for you. My body faints for you in a land that is dry, desolate, and without water. So I gaze on you in the sanctuary to see your strength and your glory. My lips will glorify you, because your faithful love is better than life. So I will bless you as long as I live. At your name I will lift up my hands. You sanctify me as with rich food. My mouth will praise you with joyful lips. When I think of you as I lie on my bed, I meditate on you during the night watches, because you are my helper. I will rejoice in the shadow of your wings. I follow close to you. Your right hand holds on to me. But those who intend to destroy my life will go into the depths of the earth. They will be given over to the power of the sword. They will become a meal for jackals. But the king will rejoice in God. All who swear by him will boast, for the mouths of liars will be shut. Psalm 64. For the choir director, a psalm of David. God, hear my voice when I am in anguish. Protect my life from the terror of the enemy. Hide me from the schemes of wicked people, from the mob of evildoers who sharpen their tongues like swords and aim bitter words like arrows. Shooting from concealed places at the blameless, they shoot at him suddenly and are not afraid. They adopt an evil plan. They talk about hiding traps and say, who will see them? They devise crimes and say, we have perfected a secret plan. The inner man and the heart are mysterious. But God will shoot them with arrows suddenly. They will be wounded. They will be made to stumble. Their own tongues work against them. All who see them will shake their heads. Then everyone will fear and will tell about God's work, for they will understand what he has done. The righteous one rejoices in the Lord and takes refuge in him. All those who are upright in heart will offer praise. Psalm 65. For the choir director, a psalm of David, a song. Praise is rightfully yours, God in Zion. Vows to you will be fulfilled. All humanity will come to you, the one who hears prayer. Iniquities overwhelm me. Only you can atone for our rebellions. How happy is the one you choose and bring near to live in your courts. We will be sanctified with the goodness of your house, the holiness of your temple. You answer us in righteousness with awe-inspiring works. God of our salvation, the hope of all the ends of the earth and of the distant seas. You establish the mountains by your power. You are robed with strength. You silence the roar of the seas, the roar of their waves, and the tumult of the nations, as Jesus did when he was on the boat with his apostles and the waves were crashing against the boat, and he silenced them. And they all looked in amazement and said, who is this, that even the waves and the sea and the winds obey him? You silence the roar of the seas, the roar of their waves, and the tumult of the nations. Those who live far away are awed by your signs. You make east and west shout for joy. You visit the earth and water it abundantly, enriching it greatly. God's stream is filled with water. For you prepare the earth in this way, providing people with grain, as Jesus came to do for this earth when he visited it and watered it with living water, enriching us greatly through the streams of water that will now come from our belly as we are filled with the Holy Spirit. For you prepare the earth in this way, providing people with grain. You soften it with showers and bless its growth, soaking its furrows and leveling its ridges. You crown the year with your goodness. Your carts overflow with plenty. The wilderness pastures overflow when the hills are robbed with joy. robed with joy. The pastures are clothed with flocks, and the valleys covered with grain. They shout in triumph. Indeed, they sing.